Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of Where's My Anime? I'm your boy, Jay Sama. This is my boy.
That how's it going, world? Here we go
Hey,
again. Episode
hey,
10.
back with another episode 10, man. Whoa.
Indeed. Hello, Facebook. Glad you can finally
Hey,
see us.
we finally on Facebook, man. It's been 60 long days, but we finally up here. How was your week, man? What was going on last weekend?
Man, we got to prepare for this blizzard that's about to come through down here in the south.
Hey, man, you know we're gonna get like point 0.5 inches with some black ice.
Watch out for that black ice.
Facts. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, man. It's been a good week for anime.
Yes.
Especially the ones that we're gonna be covering today. We're gonna be talking about Dama. We're talking about Solo Leveling. We also talking about Sakamoto Days and Rurouni Kenshin, Kyoto Disturbance. It's been a great week, man. I can't complain too much. So yeah, man. How you feeling about this? About episode 10 today?
Yeah, man, it's going to be pretty good. I mean, it's already a heavy lineup. We're doing one extra anime than we normally do. We got the lineup back up from the last, two episodes?
Yeah, yeah,
And we going off strong, man. Going
yeah.
off strong.
Hey, for sure. Hey, let me turn the music up a little bit though. We about to jam for our 10th episode. There you go. Hey, we appreciate all our viewers, everybody who likes and subscribe to the channel. We're on YouTube, we're on X, we're on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on TikTok. We on everything, man. Where's my anime? On all of them. All right. Today we got a special guest that's going to be coming on the show. This man said he needs no introduction. He goes by Nikki Knights. Very somebody who's in the anime community, watches anime for a living. Let's give it up for Nikki Knights.
How's it going? Yeah,
Welcome to
Mr.
the show.
Eisen impersonator. Let's go.
I knew you'd say that.
How you doing tonight, Nikki?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Glad to have you on the show. Appreciate you for taking some time out to come fuck with us. We appreciate it, man.
Of course. You know, love you guys. Love anime. Do this.
All right. Hey, so first thing we'll be talking about tonight, we're gonna go into Solo Leveling season 2. We're gonna talk that up. We talked about episode 1 of season 2 on our last show, episode 9. We're gonna toss it to Nikki. What are your thoughts on season 2 so far?
Oh man, so compared to season 1 or just in general?
Just in general, how you feel? How you feeling about season 2?
Oh, like I'm hyped. So I mean, instantly just started action packed. So because we already have everything laid out in season 1 for you, so just hit the ground running. Episode 2, it really went way past my expectations. So I mean, we can get into that later. But I mean, it went from like 0 to 100 real quick.
Yes.
Okay. So, would you say that season 2 is off to a good start, or would you say it's some mid?
I'd say it's actually off to a good start, but the thing about that is, whenever if it hits the ground running from the start, from my experience, it can be either a really great thing because that just means it's like the bottom part of like the season, and it only goes up from here, or it's like throwing all these things at you real fast, and then it gets kind of like really slow for a bit, just to kind of turn it down for a bit to give you guys some time to relax while you watch it. Which hope not. I mean, I just kind of wanted to go, but hopefully good start.
Yeah. What about you, Dap? What you thinking? What you thinking about season 2?
Hey, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. It's like nutrients, man. This is what I needed. Like I was eating junk food the last couple of episodes from the other stuff we was watching and reviewing. Like that was junk food. Like this is what I needed in my anime diet right here.
What
Solo
was
leveling is bringing it.
junk food, man? And don't be blasphemous.
Do you need to ask? So what's this? The character that this garbage came from right here.
Come on,
That
man.
whole title over there that you talking about. That's one. Then we had Tower of God. Like, like I'm finally getting a break from all that, man. I'm getting a break. Like solo leveling is even doubling back and pulling out info and stuff from season one. That's looking like it's gonna be pretty heavy on the development of season two. So I'm here for it. Give me good story like backups, great action. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Season 2 of Solo Leveling is fucking fire. Season 1 of Solo Leveling was fucking fire. This season 2 is picking up. It is not. It is no brakes. It's all gas, right? And that's why I fucks with it. Um, we'll dive deeper into episode 2, but just so far, man, this should be like this should be the pace that should be the expectations for all these other animes, right? You come through, you had a successful season 1, fans loved it, everybody was watching it. Season 2, you come in here with some fucking heat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're supposed to do. And they haven't disappointed at all. At all.
Nope.
Hey, so Nikki, excuse me. Season 2, episode 2. How you feeling it?
Are we doing spoilers? Just in
Oh yeah,
general?
we're
Nah, man.
reviewing,
Hey,
man. This
hey, we
review.
reviewing it. It's already done. That shit was
Yeah.
All
on
right.
Saturday. If you ain't
Just
watched it by
making
now,
sure.
sorry.
Just making sure. So yeah, how I feel about like the season 2 episode 2 is like okay. So imagine just getting like a ticket to the chocolate factory, right? Like it's Charlie. You just like you think, oh wow, I'm getting some free candy, but then you're handed an entire business and a business model that's self-sufficient. That's even better. And that's what I was given was the factory itself, because season 2 episode 2 was not only hype, but it broke every barrier of expectation, as well as me just screaming at the TV, just like, hell yeah, man, hell fucking yeah,
Yes.
because whenever he got the ability to command spirits, I already knew what was gonna happen. Like I was like, yeah, you get that polar bear chief, you get everybody right now, you command everyone that you kill. Let's go. And not only did he do that, and use them instantly, because like I love the continuity of the show. Like literally, even if they don't say it in the dialogue, you can see like menu items he drops and stuff in the background, and then he uses it later. And you're like, oh, I remember seeing him getting that. It's like, oh no, it's because it was on the show. It wasn't like what he said. He didn't have to like spell it out for you, so it makes you live it. So basically, going from continuity to continuity, like through the whole episode, season 1, all the way to 2, and like him bringing like the same level 3 dagger with them, that still somehow does keep up. I mean, I'm just gonna say the debuffs are just awesome. But besides that, like that's a whole different thing. He at least got a new knife, so he got a new knife now. So so we'll see that.
Yep.
But like basically besides all that, I mean, at least I'm just like, okay, now that he's got these abilities, like he's using merge, intent, dash, all these things, and still like building up on that. Now like with this, I forgot the name of it, but like Shadow Command or whatever, or in stock.
Icarus.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, he's gonna say arise, and so he got like
Yes.
a polar bear chieftain, his knight army, his knight commander. But I was so pissed when he couldn't get the ice elf chief. I was just like screaming, like, at least go back and pick up a couple of those archers though, because your night archers suck. So I mean, I replaced the night archers with a couple of those elf archers, but he didn't. But I mean, like I'm only waiting for the episode 3 now. Like it's pretty awesome though. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Hey, appreciate that review, man. What about you, Dap? What you think about episode 2?
Yeah, man. Episode 2, man. Just that's that's an excellent follow up to episode 1. Packed full of action. You get a good bit of build up on the story while it's
Yeah.
going. because
Yeah,
you watch him pull out all the stops and different weapons that he used from season one.
yeah,
It it comes off like somebody playing like an actual like RPG or run around the world kind of game. Like, hey, I should unlock this new ability. Man, let me see what I can do real quick. Like it's like it's not somebody just holding it in the back pocket waiting until like the world's about to end. Like it's time for me to use this deadly technique. Like, nah, he's trying to figure out what he can do with it so he can better capitalize it and use it when he needs to use it, like how a gamer would. Like that's fucking dope. That's
yeah. Like, oh
realistic.
shit. Like, oh shit, I just got this new ability. Let me try that shit out real quick.
Exactly, exactly. Because you got to see when he was session out, like he was sitting there saying, like, man, I can make such a big army, but it eats up a lot of my mana because they're not that strong. I got to keep reproducing them so I can keep fighting. Which I have to get back to that. But it's dope. You see, like the consequences and the requirements that he needs to do to actually perform the things that he's doing.
Right,
On
right,
top
right.
of that, so we're seeing his arsenal build up. We're seeing his thought process as he's a new mage, or my bad, he's not a mage. Sorry, necromancer. we're now seeing that he's we're now seeing that he's even more further capable of doing whatever it takes to get the job done. Like we know we've seen it before, but we haven't seen him necessarily kill somebody because he could. Like usually when he was fighting somebody, it's because they were trying to kill him. It wasn't because like he he needed to. Like he didn't need to kill Kim, Hunter Kim. Like it's just I guess he didn't want to bother with having to worry about what his actions was while battling the boss. So he was like, hey, let me go ahead and just I guess test this out. Igor
Yeah.
established motherfucker. Arise.
Hey, so are you done with your review, man? Because I got some shit to say.
uh, I mean, I'll double back because I do got some other stuff to talk about too. But I mean, yeah, man, it's dope. It's dope. But yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, all right. I wish I had my horns here, but I don't. Episode 2 was fucking fire, and here's why. All right, we got to see him perform his necromancy uh, magic and doing those duties and things, right? But we also got to see this man kill another man, another hunter, and then made his
Yeah,
ass arise, right? Not only that, but we also saw his confidence. We saw how he was able to put the elves in their place. So like when they came to him and he was like, yo, stop the hiding, just come out. Your aura is already strong. I see y'all there. The fuck is y'all
yeah,
doing? Right? Straight killer mode, bro. Yo, Jinwoo right now, he's like Jordan, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's like Jordan right now. Fucking game 6 of the finals. Like he's not bullshitting. So
Jordan Jinwoo and Igorous is pimping, picking.
hey, you know Vegeta's my favorite character in Dragon Ball, right? And Jinwoo's giving a lot of Vegeta right now, as far as his arrogance and his confidence. I love it. Love to see it. So he told them boys, "Yo, go ahead, come out." So the head elf, I mean not elf, but the head ice elf was like, "Yo, this man right here, he says that he wants to. He couldn't even finish his statement, and Jin Woo decapitated his head, bro." I'm like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, yo. We ain't doing the anime rules here, where you talk a lot of shit and then I talk some shit and then we got to fight, right? Now it was like, oh, yeah, he want that smoke, and off him right then and there. And he also has the capacity to know when somebody else is strong too. Because as soon as he swung at the chief guy, he was like, "Oh, this dude's gonna be kind of hard to take down, right?" And we also got to see him strategize as well. So he sent his army in. Jin Woo had his whole army in. All the other hunters in the forest, like, "Oh my god, this is what a real gate looks like. Who is this guy?" You know what I'm saying? Basically, soloed the red gate. No pun
yeah,
intended. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
when we talk about MCs and we talk about, how they need to do better and be better, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is the perfect example of an MC fucking getting down. And it just wasn't like he was OP. No, he had to put thought and strategy in what he had to do, right? And it just so happened that he did kill, well, he did off another human and then made him arise. And I was like, damn, son, I didn't see that happening. And I think we spoke about it offline, that when we saw Iron, because that's what he called him after he made him arise. When we saw him come up, we was like, yo, where the fuck he come from? In that first shot, we was like, damn, like, did he like somehow get big? Did Jinbu just get fucking ice big, or is that Icarus, or what the fuck was going on? And then they showed it to us, and I'm like, yo, that's cold, bro. That's cold. You know what I mean? So you gave us the product, and then you showed us how it was made right after. I fucks with that heavy. Love it. And then moving forward, I haven't heard you guys talk about what happened outside the gate, right? So you got Dong Wu out there, and the head guy for the Tigers Guild out there, right? And they sitting there bickering, talking about, who's inside the gate, this E ranker and all this other shit. And then they about to throw bro. And I seen that, man. I was like, oh yeah, boy, get in there, right? Because I'm like, just seeing them outside the gate, and you see that they ain't no bullshit, right? Like they powering up, they eyes glowing and shit. My boy who's the head of the Tigers Guild, his fingernails looking like he a fucking tiger. Whatever his powers are,
Werewolf or
they're not,
something. Yeah.
they're not bullshitting out there, man. And that's what I love too. Like nobody's just out there being friendly. Like, oh yeah, let's have a cup of tea and talk. Nah, man. It's like, yo, I'm here. And by the way, this is an excuse to kill this E ranker in here because my brother died, right? Like he spelled it out clear for them. So I also appreciate that. It was action inside the gate. It was action outside the gate. And then we got to see his attitude, man, because when Jinwoo came out of that gate, dude was like, yo, I demand that you tell me what happened to my other hunters in the guild. He said, nah, bro, you should be appreciative that I saved two of them. Show me that respect right now. And then dude bowed. I was like, oh shit, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Main character, persona, strategist, not with the shits. I fuck with Jinwoo.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too, man. Because I felt like at the same time that moment, it was probably a moment of regret too. Because I mean, we literally see it right after for Jin Woo. Like I don't know for whatever reason he had for saying like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get this dude gone and make him part of my army. Like, I don't, even though he did it and the deed is done, it's not something that he really wanted to do, but it was something that was done, and we're gonna start to see some more of that stuff like weighing more heavy on going down the rest of the season, more than likely. At least in my opinion.
Nikki, did you think he had to off iron like that?
Yeah, so you got me. I kind of forgot about those details a little bit, but yeah, now that you mentioned it, dude was trying to kill him, and he was posing a threat. So this guy was this
Yeah.
guy was like an S rank threat or something. What do you want to call it? Towards Jiwoo, and like they're doing a pincer on him. So I mean, even if he's not a huge threat from behind him, it's still like annoying. So if he doesn't watch out, he can still get done in. It could be Dark Souls logic here. It's not like Kirito, just standing still because he's higher level. It's like, ooh, give me, I regained. Like it's like now you can still get cut. So I mean, he could have just knocked him out probably, but I think. But whenever I can't remember what the chief of the elves was named, like San or something like that. But whenever he talked to them in the beginning of the battle, he was saying, he's like, "Stop playing here, man. You're not human, and you do not know what you are." And then he was telling all these voices, tell them to kill humans. It got me thinking that like it really is like a video game, but I feel like there might be maybe later on being like foreshadowing, maybe kind of like a fourth wall break simulator, like the world of simulation type of thing happening. But since God or whatever picked Jinwoo as like the player to like play the game now, that's why everything's kind of running like revolving around him. So whenever you like pointed out, like, don't you know what you are now? It's like he could be like the Avatar or something, but he's definitely evolving every level. To the point where I mean, at first he didn't want to kill Kang, but he did because he had to. Then after that, every episode he's now even personality wise changing, and then after that fight, kind of like, dense and tough, which he never normally was. He's usually just
Right.
tired. But this time he's just like kind of like as you pointed out, Jay Saba, like how he was like, I just saved two of your guys, so shut the fuck up, kind of thing. So they made an excuse for him too. So I mean, obviously along the way they're making friends, or maybe they're just afraid of him. But I do feel like the stronger he gets, or whatever, the more evolved he becomes, he does lose his humanity, which I think was even foretold by Kong when he was like saying, or Kang, I mean, whenever he said, like, your shadow stretches into the void and the abyss, and basically referencing, I guess, that the more he's like leveling up, the more empty he's become of his soul. So like I think like we're gonna see him make more quick choices like that, like self-preservation versus and like saving people. Like I mean I'm excited to see what else he's gonna do, but I don't think he's gonna be much of course as a team player at this point, but like I don't know, like I feel like at this point he can't keep up his secret either, anyways, because the reporter guy keeps talking about it anyways, and now the guild knows about eating probably. So yeah, so I mean I feel like we're going to see like a huge change, at least in this season alone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's secret long out, man. Just because I mean, you already got what was it, the head leader of the Tiger Guild saying like, "Hey, whoever he is, I want him on my team. Find out how to get him on my team now." And then
Right.
I didn't think about that till Nick started talking. Like I like that aspect too. Like it's like yeah, like they gotta go out to the dungeons and go fight stuff, but they're doing it for money. Like all this is really like a business thing. Like really, truly, Jin Woo is an entrepreneur right now. Like he's trying to build up his name so he can get enough money to do whatever he wants to do. While at the same time trying to figure out whatever he's going through, then kind of double back on whatever he's going through. What that Captain Iso was saying, I think that kind of plays back to the first season, episode one, when everything first started happening to him. I wouldn't be surprised, like right when those fucking tall statue things took him out. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like a ritual, which I don't know. Phoenix made him reborn, reawaken, awaken. It made him awaken. So now
Yeah.
he's more than just a regular human. Now he's whatever part of whatever the gate is. He's like part of the gate.
Part. Do you think he's part of the gate, or he's part of whoever created the gates? Because here's the
I
thing.
mean,
Because like even inside of episode 2, when he was talking to the chief ice elf, um, he asked him, he was like, who are you? And then he glitched out. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? On purpose by who I think is the creator or who's causing all these gates to be open. So that must means that he is also monitoring what's happening and the developments of what's going on in these gates. Nikki, you spoke to perhaps him losing his humanity as he levels up. The only pushback I would say on that is uh, he showed his humanity again, even in season 2. Yes, did he off somebody? He did, but I think that was necessary. But however, he also didn't trade the humans' lives just to get out of the gate, right? Like that was on the table. Old buddy was like, "Look, hey, we ain't even gotta fight, bro. Like we cool. Just hand us over to humans, and then you can walk out. Like we don't have to fight." Did that
Um,
happen? Jim Woo was like, "Nah, bro, we ain't doing that shit."
I mean, I will say like the argument on that one was that was before the big battle. So I mean, he was like,
Yes.
"Hey, yeah, I know, like you're not touching these humans," but then his shadow people, which I'm going off of game logic here. If you're a summoner like from like World of Warcraft or Diablo and stuff,
We
you
don't play
shouldn't.
that shit. No, I'm playing. I play Diablo. Go ahead.
Speaking of which, we like to get to our sponsors, Raid Shops. But anyway, it's hard to do it that, but yeah. But yeah, basically, like all summoner logic in games, like I mean, even if you summon like a skeletal creature or a toad or whatever, you get the experience from that. So I mean, he just off essentially by proxy, like I've got like 20 ice elves and stuff. So he probably leveled up a bunch by then too as well. And then he did make that split decision. He probably put lots of points more in perception or intelligence, maybe, because he's got to get more mana up. So maybe he thought like smarter instead of with his heart at that point, and used good old iron as like a sacrifice to survive. He's like, oh, I'm gonna probably die here, so let's try this. Then summon him real quick, because he did run out of mana, and he didn't use potions, which you can only assume he just leveled up again. He got full up on mana when he like summoned everybody. Then that means he probably ran out of mana again, then leveled up when he killed Iron, and then used his mana to summon him, because then it was just the two warriors at that point. So that's what I mean. I can only guess, anyways, since everything's kind of been pretty on track with the continuity. So could be pretty cool on that. But I mean, who knows? It could be kind of like an Eisen situation here too. By the way,
shout out fucking Eisen. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
It was all part of the plan. Let's fucking go, man. Shout out Eisen.
Like, what if the one-armed magician was there all along? He planned on losing his arm. He was raised in Jinwu to break the system, and that's what's happening here. He was been behind at the start. That was good. But,
I would love that. Yeah. I would love that. I would love Eisen behind the curtains again. Fucking let's go.
Stay behind the curtains. Stay under the dumpster. Wait till the trash day.
Just found his chair.
So when I was talking about the whole humanity thing, you're right. That was before the big boss fight, right? But I still think it's there though, and I mean this is just my perspective. I still think it's there. I still think he values humanity, but I also think that he has more questions within himself of who he is, right? Just based off the fact that he found out that they were able to listen to a voice saying that they need to kill the humans, right? Like he was taken back by that, and then also he was also taken back by the fact that he was able to understand their language, all right, because nobody else was. So that was another thing that happened, and then of course, him, actually being human or not, but I think it's all interesting. I'm ready for episode 3. Like yesterday, I'm probably gonna eat my breakfast and watch it tomorrow. But with that being said, I know that you said you wanted to double back on something. If you can go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, Nick, you kind of messed around on it too. Like, did y'all? That's the one Nick that I have to give. Well, not that Nick.
That's
Nikki.
Like the one, Nikki Knights.
Nikki mayonnaise. But that's the one knock I'm honestly have to give Solo Leveling. I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it when I first watched, but the second time I watched, when he first went through and started using his necromancy, he brought up about his mana. He's like, man, I only have so much. These guys use up a lot. And that was just on the snow bears. And the snow bears were weaker than the ice elves. He did a lot more. I would presume would have been a lot more during the battle against the ice elves, seeing that he had to end up summoning rock, all the mages and everything that he summoned to fight the ice elves, and he used Icarus. So to me personally, that's like the one thing that didn't make sense. Like how he was able to pull that off when he was saying these guys using a lot of mana. And he summoned ice bears too. He didn't summon the boss ice bear, but he summoned the ice bears too. Like he did a lot.
I was wondering why he didn't summon the boss ice bear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe because he had iron out there. But so my theory is, and I think Nikki already commented on this, but I think he leveled up within that fight, right? And also, we didn't see if the ice bears was regenerating as much as the ice soldiers were when he was fighting the ice bears, right? Because we saw like how the elves were getting right a little bit, but at the same time we also saw them dying too. So we don't know the mana portion only comes when they have to regenerate at a high rate, right? So we don't really know if they were not regenerating right or whatever the case may be. We didn't see it. That's my only point.
I mean, I guess it's safe to say, like, I didn't see, then it must have went that way. But I mean, they've been so detailed about everything else. It kind of hurts that that was just the one thing that was like we just need an epic battle in the background, and they
Yeah.
just let that kind of fall to the wayside a little bit. That did kind of hurt me on the second watch. I was like, man, y'all missed that.
Hey,
But it
Nikki, if
still
you don't know
doesn't.
this, Nikki, if you don't know this, man, Dap is always nitpicking. He's gonna find something, bro. He's gonna comb through that shit and find it.
Well, that's
But
good
what are your
though.
what are your thoughts on Dap's comments, Nikki?
Um, just not really.
He's wrong.
I'd
He's wrong.
be wrong.
Well, other
um,
than that, oh my bad. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I do have a question though for both of you guys.
Mhm.
What did you guys make of the fact that he wasn't able to make the ice elf chief arise? Like he wasn't able to catch him, and he did it 3 times. After three times,
Yeah,
it was the same thing with Icarus too. He just
yeah.
shrugged it off as saying that he must have been too high of a level or overpowered or whatever the case may be. What do you guys think about that?
You want to go first, Nick?
Oh yeah, sure. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah. We'll let our guests go first, man. Go ahead, Nikki Knights.
so my thought about that is like one of two possibilities. Okay, so one, like the Eisen, like the overseer, whoever you want to call it, will, throw in the game, like the programmer, what do you want to call him, could possibly be using him as like an avatar or like kind of like a boss creature, like a real boss creature. There and probably some rules about even though if it's not blocked, it's not possible type of thing. Because I know some games, like certain actions, you can like loot certain people, but it's like a glitch or something if you can on certain other people if they lock it down. So that could be something like that, or like an out of bounds thing. But another thing is this monster was the first one to really pretty much be really human-like and had its own thoughts. They had their own language, and he was just like really into the thrill of the battle. And so that being said, he could have had an actual like soul, like wasn't like maybe he wasn't smart enough, like didn't have the intelligence to like get him because or something of the sort, or even better yet, whenever he had Egress, the blood thirsty or whatever it was, like his champion knight. He had to give him like a speech first because it failed twice. Then he was just like, you know what? He thoughtful, like took up his pants, like tightened the belt on it, and he's like, listen here, Bucko, and I'm gonna tell you something. And he's just like, your king is dead. You can pledge your allegiance to me, or you could be in this bullshit castle for the rest of eternity. And he's just like, you know what? You're right. This was made for you. I don't want to. There's no point being here anymore. And he's like, yeah, let's go. And then he like grabbed his Dragon Slayer sword and so let's go, guys. But he didn't give him a speech, so it could be that too. So it could either be like something like stats or like not supposed to be able to get him anyways or whatever, or since he glitched out because when like the overseer or whatever was watching it and they glitched him out, so he was just glitched anyways. Then my other guess is like just that, like he had an actual soul or willpower, so he didn't like really talk to him to entice him, because right now dude's just pissed at him. He's like, you just killed my entire army. Fuck you. He had like no speech. He's just like, come on, let's go. I don't have time. Let's go. But I don't know. Like those are my guesses, anyway.
All right, all right.
Those are fire
Hey,
hot
I
takes,
just
man. I ain't gonna lie.
that was good. I just want to put a disclaimer out here to all the fans that's watching right now. We do not read the manga. This is just pure speculation on our thoughts and beliefs. This isn't something that we read about. This is just something that we are observing through the anime. But go ahead, Deb.
Yep. To continue with our pure ignorance. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if I can even build up off of that, man. Because like honestly, I like that. That's a dope ass idea. Like if the creator of the gates and all the creatures is using like boss creatures as avatars. That's a dope concept. I like that. And then
That's
I'll
not what's
definitely go
going
with,
on.
huh?
I said that's not what's happening. Nikki, you're wrong. But go ahead, Dad. Go ahead.
You never know,
Did you
man.
read?
You never know. On top of that, if you want to say that I wouldn't buy that he's too strong because I mean we already know that Igris he was too strong too, but he was able to get Igris. So to say that he was too strong doesn't seem like it's the right words. Like there's something beyond just him being too strong was the reason why he wasn't able to make him part of the army. I really wish he was able to because after seeing Iron have his own personality, I was very interested and I was selling myself on the idea of Jin Woo and the Ice Elf or the Captain Ice Elf having conversation back and forth where he's kind of like giving like insight on the world itself or any kind of insight that he knows to Jin Woo that he didn't have before. I was looking forward to that back and forth because we ain't gonna get that from Icarus, and we definitely ain't about to get that from Rock.
Right, right.
So
Hey, I
I mean,
like to
my
take
bad.
the time out. I like to take the time out to shout out one of our fans, our loyal fans, Black Love by Design. You always coming up here and commenting. Good evening back to you. Um, Going off of that, man, this is what I would say. It's only one simple explanation why he wasn't able to make him arise. And the only simple explanation I have is that he's not completely dead at all. He's not dead. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he couldn't make him arise. I think we're gonna see this dude in episodes down the line. I don't think he's done. Think about it, guys. He's not done. He's the Ice Elf, bro. The Chief.
I
Hey,
mean,
it took all three of
I
them.
forgot.
It took all three of them to defeat him. You know what I'm saying? Which I also appreciated about the episode. Like it just wasn't like a 1-on-1 and then Jin Woo just fucking soloed him, right? Like nah, it was a team effort, man. And you know, Jin Woo had to pull some shit out of the bag to get it done. I fucks with it.
Yeah, I
I thought it was
mean,
gonna
And top of
I
the
wouldn't be
morning.
mad at it.
Yeah, for
It is
sure.
somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. We talked a lot about season 2, episode 2 of Soul Leveling tonight. Dad, Nikki, what are your final thoughts on the episode, and what would you like to see in episode 3?
You shall go first, sir, Nikki.
Okay. So my thought about that is, like I said, I was eager to see more. And you got me thinking again. I completely forgot to. You reminded me that they have personalities. That I'm surprised because I'm guessing like the human, which was Iron, even though he was speaking and being angry, he's not like I guess like boiled down to just what his personality was at death, which was just angry and like dumb belligerent, like because he was just like,
He
and
was
they all like all the spirits were looking at each other, just like making expressions so they can communicate amongst it. But and I'm
he
just like
was
wondering,
mad jealous.
yeah. And it's like so I'm guessing like it's also the personality upon death though, which is why like the champion knight still like poised and stuff because he was just doing a duel to the death, and Iron is just like a bullheaded guy who's just like I am kind of like eager to see more, and I feel like that's gonna like we're gonna see some kind of out of pocket awesome fight between him and Don in the immediate future. I feel like he'll probably be like, if you're using game logic here, so far everyone up to this point we're like sub bosses or something. I'm sure Don's gonna be like the first real like boss like we're gonna actually see.
Shout
And
out
that's
Dong Wong.
We'll
What
see
about
how
you,
it
Dap?
goes. Yeah, man. I'll start with the rating first. I mean, this is easily over 9,000 out of over 10. Like, it's easy on that. But as far as the episode itself, man, I like where it's going and it's developing. I'll definitely agree with Nikki was saying, Nikki Knights was saying earlier. Like,
Hey man, hold up, hold up. Hey, you cannot be agreeing with Nikki this whole show, bro. Like you just can't fucking do that, man. I be
why
having
not?
some good I be having some good points too, man, and you don't never agree with me.
Sounds like
Hey,
someone's chilling.
you just can't be agreeing with our host, I mean with our guests like that, man. Chill. Fuck. All right, but go ahead, man.
I mean, hey, it was a good hot take, man. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, it showed it in the show too. But where I was getting at was we this. I think season two is definitely going to be a spiral episode for Jim Woo. At the end of the episode, he's in the bathroom. This is the third time he's sitting there washing his face. He's counting how many people he didn't. I mean, yeah, he was, man. Like he was thoroughly upset about having to fucking kill Hunter Kim. It wasn't something. It was something that he did, but it's not something he wanted to do. At least going off of his actions after, or his feelings after, anyway. So it's definitely gonna be like a spiraling story. And then on top of that, I just want to see how it's gonna play out because the show was called Solo Leveling. Bro has an army. There's nothing solo about that. So at some point, either we gonna see his army get turned against him, or he's gonna end up losing that army and have to fight it, or somewhere along them lines. It's gonna come, and I'm here to see how it plays out, man.
All right. Thank you, Dap. This is what I want to see in the next episode. I just want to see pure fire, man. I just want to see them pick up where they left off on episode 2. I want to see them progress the plot a little bit more. I want to see my boy Dong Wong out there getting heated at somebody else. Like, yo, where's this E-ranker at? You know what I'm saying? Um, I want to see all the smoke that's gonna come about this. Um, I'm excited for it, and man, shit, I might jump up here tomorrow and talk about it when it drop. But nah, man, solo leveling is off to a great start. I fucks with it heavy. I don't have anything bad to say about season 2, episode 1 or episode 2. But with that being said, this is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 10. I am your boy Jay Sama. This is my boy Dap. We got special guest here, Nikki Knights, aka Eisen Impersonator. He took off the glasses, put them shits back on. Let's go. Um,
I
we
knew you'd
just
say that.
it was all part of your plan, man.
Okay.
We are 42 minutes into the episode, and we just got off of solo leveling. Um, we got we got another anime that we will be reviewing right now. It is Sakamoto Days, episode 1. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead and lead off right now. Sakamoto Days, man. Hey, look, I didn't know what to expect. No, we do not read the manga on this show. However, we do look at the anime. I seen it come up on Netflix, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. I watched it. I was like, this shit is so fire. I appreciate the first episode. It made me be intrigued into the characters that they got going on. I'm more of a superpower anime kind of guy, but you know, you can give me guns and action, I'll still be good too. I think this anime has a lot of promise to it. I fucks with the first episode. I'm a big first watcher anime guy, so if I watch the first episode of the anime, I need to be drawn into it, right? I don't need fucking world building in the first episode and then a little bit of shit happens at the end. I don't need that. No, I need to be drawn into it. I need to know who the major players are going to be, what's the MC like, what's going on with that, and I need to see the fighting mechanics or something in the first episode. I gotta have it. Sakamoto Days had it, and I fucks with it. Nikki Knights, you can go ahead and give us your thoughts about it.
Okay, so my internal thought. So you first recommended it to me, so I watched it, and you described it as a retired assassin, just living his life. So I went with that, and my first thoughts were that sounds kind of like Way of the House Husband, which I don't know if you've seen that, but it's
I
pretty
haven't.
good. It's like mini
Yeah, cruising one, right?
every episode is like 5 or 6 like miniature episodes, like 3 minutes long maybe, about a yakuza retiree who's just a husband now, and people think he's still at it on his shit, but instead he's just going out grocery shopping and stuff like that. But he does it like in an intense space, so it's just hilarious. So going in with that mindset, I mean, it was kind of like that, but instead the mini episodes. It's like an actual like a fleshed out world of like a story and a plot, and that's gonna happen, you know. But uh, like it started off with like action, just showing you, okay, this guy is like, you know, this guy's the John Wick of this universe. You know, he's pretty much killing people. It's like, and
Yeah.
then you're like, oh god, it's Sakamoto, you know, and then and then it hits you with a, okay, this is a comedy anime because after that it's like, yeah, then he met a girl and got married, got fat,
Uh,
and he
got
just
super
blows up.
fat.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm like, okay, okay, I see where this is going, and then basically I'm like, okay, so it's like, you know, there's like him around the convenience store and stuff before, like a couple of minutes in, and then, you know, just doing convenience store stuff like a clerk. But then he just does subtle actions like blocking a bullet with a gumball and everything. So you're just like, okay, so this guy still has it, you know,
Tough,
he's just breaking
tough.
that wall. And, I'm like, all right, like I fucked with it, and like yeah, like the rest of the episode was action packed up until the end, and then yeah, and now I don't know if it's going to be just misadventures or what, because you know, basically the story is open from there. But that's my thoughts on it so far.
What about you, Dap?
I don't mean in a bad way when I say I really don't know what to expect next or from the show. Like, you hit it on the nail. I was gonna say the same thing. Like the vibes I get from Sakamoto Days is John Wick and Equalizer. That's it's just like if John Wick Equalizer went to Japan and had a baby. That's what Sakamoto Days is right now. It's that's pretty much the gist of it, man. Like I didn't expect it to go from serious intro to going to like the Yakuza anime like that. I didn't expect that, but it still comes off very good for the action and everything too, though. But for that one episode, in a way, that one episode felt like that one that one episode could have been spaced out, and that could have been like a whole season itself. It's like where it left off at. Like you really, I can't tell where else it would go because if Toro uh, Sakamoto, if he was part of that gang, he just eliminated that whole gang. Then what's next? Besides, I guess just other gangs coming through to come take him out because his name, he's a legend. He's legendary. So we'll see how it play out. I'm definitely curious to see how. I can't remember the yellow dude's Shin.
Shit.
I'm definitely yeah. I'm definitely curious to see how Shin and Toro play
Shit.
out fight together. But I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, another Nikki Nice cosign by Dap tonight. I'm taking notes. Nah,
I
man.
need
Hey,
to
look,
do that.
Sakamoto Days, man. Had a good intro, good start. Um, I'm very confident in where this anime is gonna go. If it's gonna go the way I think it's gonna go, because look, if you were to tell me right now you was gonna give me a John Wick anime about the three movies that he did, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, um, I like the fighting mechanics. Oh, and I must say this because I say this with a lot of other animes. I love the animation. The animation did not fall short
Yep.
of anything amazing, right? Um, just like Nikki, you hit on it, but the fucking jawbreaker being spit at him and then deflecting the bullet, like that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? And then also too, I am interested to see like what is the whole umbrella of powers that they do have, right? Because we saw that Shin has the clairvoyance thing where he's able to read people's thoughts as long as he's in the proximity of that person, or if they're not blocking it, like Toro was, right? So I am interested to see that dynamic, but I don't think it's over though, and I don't think it was like a season ender. I mean, well, not season ender, but that first episode could have been a season ending episode, but only because when you think about the worlds of assassins and stuff like that, it's always another boss. It's always another group. It's always a hierarchy of who's actually in charge, right? So yeah, that guy who was in episode 1, he could have been tasked down by somebody else. Like, yo, get this guy up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He broke the rules or whatever. It's always levels. It's always tiers to it. You know, he's not the head boss, bro. Um,
Hey, never
and
know.
um, and also too, man, we didn't really get a lot of dialogue from Sakamoto in this episode. And that was, that was super interesting too. So I would, I'm looking forward to season. I mean, not season, but I'm looking forward to episode 2. To see what that brings. But I'm fucking with episode 1, man. I stumbled upon it. It's good. I fucks with it.
One Punch Man with guns.
Nah, not even, bro. How is that One Punch Man with guns, bro? He's not
I
like
mean,
offing everybody with one bullet, dog.
honestly, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of often one people with bullets. Like everybody took one shot, just about. It's definitely over 90% that everybody took one shot from a bullet. Like especially when Shin was in the fucking that little wherever they was at. I
In the
think
warehouse.
everything was a headshot. Yeah, I felt like every one of them was a headshot, if not like somewhere above torso. Like he was killing
Hey,
everybody one shot.
he didn't one
But
shot Sakamoto though.
of course not the MC.
Oh, I'm just saying for the
I
record.
mean the MC one shot at him though. Well, I mean, yeah, honestly, yeah, he one shot at him
Hey, that
because
kick
he
was
only did was that
powerful,
one
bro.
kick.
Hey, that kick was
Yeah,
powerful, bro. He went through like 3 hours of the fucking the chip
yeah.
section in the bodega. He
Well,
went
kicked
through
him so
like three
hard he went
hours,
back in
man.
time.
Yeah, right. Woke up in the bed and shit. Like, yeah. Um, but yeah, man. What are you looking forward to seeing in the next episode, Nikki?
So you guys already kind of touched on the fact that the boss is killed and stuff. So it can go one of two ways. And again, I don't know how to read, so I obviously am just guessing as we do on the show, right? One way, yeah, what you guys were saying about these other gangs and stuff, and that's going to be kind of like round robin, like, and each gang has its own special powers or something, and you're just beating them, somehow in a quirky way. Or it's going to go in the same way as like the way of the house husband, where it's just going to be, it just shows you all the action in episode 1 just to get it out of there, which is why it was kind of sped through, just annihilating the entire the gang after him that knows his existence, just to be like, okay, now that that's done, you're now going to work in this convenience store, but everything's going to have a problem, and you're going to solve it with a quirky assassination type of way, like how he used the gumball as a way to, like, flick it out, like maybe there's like a light bulb that just kind of seems like, shuriken the light bulb, like, replace it, or whatever, like basically just normal work out things, like working actions with just like anime antics and assassination skills, practically, kind of like I think it's called like quality of life anime type or something, but it can go both ways.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, Black Love by Design said he kicked the hell out of him through that store. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. Kick clarity into his ass. That's a fact, too.
he did.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And this is the thing, man. I hope it does not go the way that you're describing Nikki Knights, as far as um, the first episode gave us that heat, and then after that it's gonna be like, oh, you just working in the grocery store and you're gonna do little quirky assassination things to fix little, cracks in the wall, or, put some drywall up with a gumball. Like, I hope not, bro. We will
You
not be talking
basically
about we will not be talking about that shit on this show if it goes that way. I'm telling you that right now.
you
Too late
basically
now.
his boss, and he gave him a badge, and he's like, here you go, bitch, you're now working for me. You're clean up in aisle 3. You made that mess. Go clean it up.
I hope not, man. Damn. Um. Yeah. What about you, Dap? You gonna
I
agree
mean,
with Nikki on that too?
now that you brought it to mind, I didn't think about agreeing, but since
How do you say that?
you reminded me, I did need to agree with him. But no, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Like, I don't know if it'd be funny or how it go. Like, I could see like more assassins coming up to Toro, and all of them just end up continuously getting recruited and becoming shopkeepers or employees for them as the seasons go through or the episodes go through. But
Yeah, that'd be dope.
it definitely would be interesting. But I will have to agree. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some of that little side quest type stuff. I mean, we already got introduced to it. Like he went through trimming a tree, helping a baby eat some vegetables, um, and whatever other side quests. Granted,
Yeah, but
it's not like it was a whole episode, but
right, it was 5 seconds. It was 5 seconds out the episode, bro.
yeah, I mean, even then, we still saw towards the end of the episode too, where a dude was stocking the shelf. So I mean, like it's short,
Oh,
but it
God,
can easily
bro.
become some filler type shit where it's just some shit going on in the shop, and
Please
they got
no,
to keep the
please
shop
no,
afloat.
please no.
I can see it, man. I can see it.
Oh, hey, we forgot the rate. We forgot the rate. Solo leveling episode 2. Let's go ahead and give a quick rating right now. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 20 out of 10. Dab, you can go. Then Nikki, you can go.
Yeah, I said 9,000 over 10. Yeah,
Um, I'm only gonna go 7 out of 10, but only because if I gave it a 10 now, that would only be saying that I have no more expectations. And since it started off pretty strong, now it's got to be my baseline. So that way, like somewhere in the season, that's just even more kick ass. Now be my 10 type of thing. You know?
What? Nah, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Hey, look. We're rating these episodes based off of the episode's merit, right? Like this isn't a compilation of rates that we're giving the entire season. How did episode 2 make you feel in this time and place right now?
I mean, so far, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 and stuff.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Good answer. Good answer. Okay. So with that being said, Sakamoto Days episode 1. Ratings, you can go first, Nikki.
Episode one was definitely going to be, 8 out of 10, because I
Yeah,
didn't
not
expect much, and it kind of had like the twist and stuff, but it definitely has room for improvement. But one thing I want to say though that made it an 8 out of 7 out of 10 to start with, is because if you've noticed, the ammo, whenever Shin was reloading, he had 6 shots, and after 6 shots, every time he had to reload again. So like I don't know what the SMGs and stuff the other gang bosses were shooting at him or reloaded with, but his was at least pretty accurate, and I did like that detail.
that's a good
good
catch.
shit.
Great catch.
Good shit. Good shit. What about you, Dap?
I'm gonna have to agree with Nick.
Of course you do,
Nah.
man. Of course you do.
This was part of my plan to drive you insane.
Nah, but of all honesty though, like I don't know what to expect out of this anime yet, and I'm not saying that this episode disappointed me because I mean I don't know what to expect out of it. It's just the first episode. It's the introduction. It does well, it already sets the ground. Like, hey, Toro Sakamoto, he was the legendary whatever assassin, whatever. I forgot what he was, but he was the shit at what he does, and he still is, even though he decided to retire and live a whole different lifestyle. I don't. Nah, that's fine. Either way, I'm gonna say a 7 out of 10. Now I'm gonna just leave it at that. See what the next episode does, and we'll build up off that.
Yeah, I'm giving Sakamoto Days. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, and here's why. Um, I think it. I think the MC is a very relatable character. With men in life in general, right? You know what I'm saying? What happens? You work your whole life. You've been great at something. You retire. You get big, bro. You get big. You get you a girl who can cook them dumplings and everything. You eating. You good. You want to live a nice, happy, peaceful life. In the convenience store. So I think he's a very relatable MC. And also too, man, I like the fight sequences that was going on. And Nikki already pointed out the ammo situation. I had no negative things to say about this first episode. And I don't know where these other episodes are gonna take us. However, I can be optimistic and hopefully it takes us into a great ass anime, you know? I'm not giving it Bleach expectations, but maybe it could climb there somewhere, right? Um, but with that being said, this is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 10. We've been talking for an hour already. We talked about solo leveling. We talked about Sakamoto days. We were live on Instagram. Sorry, Instagram, they cut us off at the hour. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Um, Drop a comment in there, man, if you agree with that, or if you agree with Nikki Knights, or if you disagree with Jay Simon tonight. Let us know. We're always open to the comments for sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting prompted to remove Instagram from the live real quick. All right. All right, we
Commend
got a
aside,
comment.
Instagram.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't play about that hour shit, bro. They will cut you off. Black Love by Design. Which fighting scene out of all the shows was your best part? Out of all the shows we covering tonight, or just in general? But
I think it's
definitely,
only one episode.
if we're talking about what we covered so far as solo leveling and Sakamoto days, I'm happy to go with solo leveling for sure. Yes, tonight. Yeah, I'm going with solo leveling Jinwoo Elf Chief for sure.
Damn. It really didn't get a lot of
Oh,
cutscenes.
yeah, when he decapitated that the elf head smooth off top tier. Top tier. Yeah, that
It
was
was.
smooth though, for sure. Hey Nikki, are you still gonna join us for the next segment? We're about to get into Dama or Rurouni Kenshin.
I haven't watched the Daima or the recently Rurouni Kenshin. I can only comment a little bit on what I remember from the Kenshin, though. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean we can get into the Kenshin, man. You good with
I
that, Dap?
mean, it depends. Like I really don't have much to say about Dama. I don't know if you have more to say about Dama.
Hey, of course I do, bro. I always got something to say about Dama, man. All right. Well, we can do Dama real quick then, real
Yeah,
quick.
I don't have much more to say.
Dama hater. This is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 10. We're talking about Dama right now. I guess I'm the only one who's gonna be talking about it. Dama episode 14. Wasn't a bad episode, but coming off of a filler episode, this episode was not intriguing. It wasn't up to the level of expectations I had, especially coming off episode 12. Dama episode 14 kind of felt like it's really what 13 should have been, right? We did get a little bit of the plot moving. And also too, I have to say this. I think we're looking at the strongest Namek that was ever fucking created. Minus Piccolo and Heroes, right? We got to see Grandpa Piccolo or what's his name, that
Neva.
Neva. We got to see Neva, man. Just fucking, we got to understand that he created a lot of shit in these demon worlds, right? And also he was able to pull down the shields that connected the demon world realms. Like, bro, even Piccolo said, "Wow." Like, wow. You know what I mean? So we got to see the strength of Neva, and that's fucking about it. That was the only interesting thing in that episode. And also too, I have to say this. I think we just got Ginyu Force 2.0 in fucking Dragon Ball Dama. And it's not even 2.0. It should be Ginyu Force, 0.025. Because these motherfuckers are ass, bro. They're ass. You know what I'm saying? At least the original Ginyu Force, beat the shit out of Gohan, Krillin, uh, Piccolo. You know what I mean? And then Raccoon got beat up by Goku, but at least the Ginyu Force back. Oh, they beat the shit out of Vegeta too. But at least the Ginyu Force back then, like, was formidable, right?
Yeah.
This new Ginyu Force, bro, I was like, come on, bro, this is recycled bullshit. They eating chips. They talking about, they beat the Tamagotchi, like, No, don't nobody like that exist. I was disappointed
Yeah,
in that too. But to wrap this up real quick, Dragon Ball Daima episode 14. I gotta say it, man. 5 out of 10. Like, I don't want to see this shit no more. It's supposedly only supposed to be 6 more episodes left. They finally got to Demon World Round One, so hopefully things pick up from here. I want to see straight fire for the rest of these episodes. If I don't, I'm gonna be highly, highly disappointed. But yeah, 5 out of 10, man. You can go ahead, Dep.
yeah, man. It's the same way I felt. Like you didn't get much. You just learn more about what Neva did for the demon realms as a whole, and then you kind of learn about, I guess you can call that politics, or at least I guess the environment of the demon worlds as a whole, because we had the shields there to keep from other worlds coming together because they were basically pillaging and
Yeah,
capitalizing off of each other and stuff. So you got
yeah,
that, but it sadly kind of doesn't mean like it's great that they're world building, but it doesn't mean much if we're not going to come back to this later on in the future and really see like the fruits of their labor. Like they can save the whole demon universe or demon worlds and Diamond, but like if we don't get to see that later on in the Dragon Ball series as a whole, then kind of what's the point? Like it's already in a weird time spot where we already didn't see most of the stuff in Super, so you got to figure out like how did some of this stuff get forgotten, basically, and then we don't know what from Diamond is going to progress into the rest of Super or whatever installment of the Dragon Ball series they're going to do with it. So like it's a weird space, man. It's a weird space,
yeah.
and
What you
I
rated,
hate.
man?
I mean, I feel like it's still lenient saying 5 out of 10. Honestly,
I mean, it moved. It did move the plot a little bit. Like
I
it
mean, it
actually.
definitely moved it a lot. It definitely moved it a lot because I didn't think that's the route they were gonna go. I thought it was about to be like some other shit. Like maybe we can fly around. It just takes 37, 8 years to just fly around the demon world to get to the first world. Like I thought it was gonna go some that kind of route, or maybe like somebody in the demon world does some espionage or a scenery. Damn. Arinsu. Either that or like Arinsu went to go turn Warp Summer back on because she needs Warp Summer open too so she can get the other Dragon Balls. I figure like maybe something like that would have happened. Like maybe she would have did an assault with Ku and Du against Goma and the Getsu. Yeah, the Getsu. And I don't know, maybe that would have turned into something. But they just
Don't
opened up
even
the war shields and
don't even fucking get me started on Majin Ku and Majin Du. We finally got to see them at the 2 episodes, bro, and they're in the fucking grocery store trying to buy some candy,
yeah,
but trying to buy some chocolate.
yeah.
With the fate getting you forced in there, it was terrible, man. But moving along, moving
I thought it was
along.
gonna turn. I thought it was gonna turn up right there because I was hoping in my head I was hoping that they were gonna confuse doing coup with the
Yes,
children.
yes, that's what I thought too.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah. I'm mad that we missed that. So I figured that maybe I can't pronounce the first thing. Their Ginyu Force. I think they might be able to do something. It might. It's definitely not gonna be like Ginyu Force level. I highly
Terrible.
doubt that.
Shit was
Their shit
terrible.
is guns. Yeah. I,
Um, but what do you rate it? Give us your rating, Dap. Give us your rating.
I really feel like I'm being generous saying 5 out of 10, man.
Hey, just go ahead and ask Nikki, man, so you can get your rating done.
Nikki, what would you rate
Uh, in the description,
it?
I would
Nikki
say
Nice,
definitely.
Nikki Nice Sama.
I agree with you. The 5 out of 10 from the description you've given me. The whole thing that screams like Looney Tunes or baby Looney Tunes. Just the whole thing. Yeah.
I mean, it's not baby Looney Tunes. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Man, fuck it. I'm gonna say four. I'm gonna say 4 out of 10, man.
Oh, going against the grain tonight. Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 4 out of 10, man. We'll see what you do season episode 15. Let's see what you do, man.
All
Come with
right.
it, please.
All right. So hey, this has been another episode of Where's My Anime. We're on episode 10. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Thank you for everybody who's been dropping comments in here, who's been agreeing with Jay Sama, who's been disagreeing with Dab, and of course agreeing with Nikki Knights. um, Nikki Knights, hey, is there anything you want to say before you gotta go? I know you're on a tight schedule. You're a man who watches a bunch of anime all the time. Is there anything you like to say or say anything to the many fans that are watching right now?
Just don't read anything because reading hurts. Hurts you inside because you read ahead or if you read something, it distorts your reality. Just watch the shows. Just watch the shows. It's way better. You know?
Reading, reading is unfundamental.
Yeah, because every time I talk to somebody who watches the manga or reads the manga before it comes out, they're like, "Oh, I'm so excited for the show." Then it comes out, I'm like, "Oh, this show, you're right, it's a pretty awesome show." And they're like, "Oh, no, it's trash. It doesn't go off the material at all, or whatever." It's basically the same people who like watch the Harry Potter movies versus read the books. They're just like, "Oh, it's not part of the source material." I'm like, I can't read anything. So I'm all about pictures and picture books, movies, all that stuff. So to me, it's fantastic. I don't have to read. So it's like I have like the best time watching it. It just makes you enjoy things, being ignorant.
I mean, I'm mad you said all that, man. Because I don't know if it hurts me to say it like that. So basically, what you're saying, anime for us, since we're not manga readers, anime is the Barney style of getting information in the action that we want.
Yeah. Spell it out for me, like I'm too tired to understand what the author meant when they said the curtain's blue,
Hey, Nikki Knights, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for taking out the time to come talk with us. Come talk solo leveling and Sakamoto days. We had a whole lineup list for us, but kind of went over our time. I appreciate you, man. Have a good one, and of course, you're always welcome back on the show. Don't let the comments get you down. They always disagree with DAP as well. Hey DAP, you got anything you want to say to Nikki before he gets out of here?
Yeah, man, don't come back without JP.
Shout out JP. JP catching strays, man. That's crazy.
I'll bring him back from where he is, and he'll be right here.
All right, man. Have a good one, Nikki. Appreciate you.
Peace. Thanks for the invite. See you guys later.
Yep. Stay warm.
Oh man, this has been another great episode of Where's My Anime. We're on episode 10, man. We talked about solo leveling. We talked about Sakamoto days. We just got done talking about Dama. What a shame! What a shame. Let's get into an anime we haven't talked about on this show, man. Rurouni Kenshin. I watched season 1. I'm also up to date on season 2 as it is so far. The Kyoto disturbance. You just recently just been watching it in its whole entirety. What are your thoughts about Rurouni Kenshin?
It's a great watch, man. So I remember watching it from when it came on Tsunami back in the day. But since I didn't get to watch it, or I wasn't trying to watch it, and it's full continuation, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I didn't get to see it like that. I don't even remember. I couldn't even tell you where I stopped at. I know I remembered. I can't even remember the dude's name. The dude that has the bands on his arms, so it makes it look like his arms are longer or shorter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know you're
I
talking
remember
about.
that fight. Yeah, I remember that fight. But anything else after that, I didn't remember.
It's
But
gone.
I'm enjoying. Hmm?
I said it's gone. It's a blur.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. It just happens with young age. But
For sure.
I'm liking it. I'm appreciating it. There are some things I don't like, But I'm gonna see what you say before I get into those.
Hey man, hey Dad, let's just go ahead and get into it, bro. What do you don't like about Rurouni Kenshin?
What I don't like,
Specifically, season two. Tell me what you don't like about season two.
I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, that would be season two, man. I guess if you really like the meat and potatoes of it, man, honestly, it's like, man, fuck anybody else but Kenshi. Like that's really what I feel like, bro. Like that. I thought Sano has Sanosuke. I thought he has so much more of a meaning in the story from what I remember back in the days because he was one of my favorite characters. Like I feel like I'm watching Bleach all over again. Like I was like, yeah, I love Bleach, and then I watch it, I'm like, that shit's garbage. Now I was in there watching fucking Ronin Kenshin, and I was like, man, I love Sanosuke, and then I'm watching, I'm like, man, dude, fuck this dude. Like, like
Why is it fuck you, dude, man?
he doesn't have any real W's. All his W's are ass pulls. All of them. He's a pointless character. He really is. Like he's just somebody that's supposed to like just chase after Kenshi and I don't even know. But he's just a shadow of Kenshi that doesn't need to exist. And then I wish for like I forgot how you pronounce her name.
Who?
Kamaru? Is that how you pronounce
Who?
her name?
Which one?
Kamaru? Old girl that's crushing on him. I know how you spell it. Kaoru. I just know how you pronounce it. But either way, old girl that runs the dojo.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I thought she was gonna turn into something. 'Cause, I mean, she's got skill. Like granted, it's not to kill, just like Kenshi. Like it's not to kill. It's for defense. But she's still skillful in what she can do. But you don't get to see it that often unless it's like a foot soldier here and there, which is kind of disappointing because it would be nice to get like that would have been dope if she became like a if they became like a duo between her and Kenshi, that would have been pretty fucking dope to see. Even if that happened with Sanosuke, like if they became like a duo fighting, that would have been pretty dope. But it's nothing that you're getting. Like nobody is besides his master. Nobody, nobody's seeing fucking Kenshi right now at this point. And you got all these
So,
people that's fucking tagging with him that are just fucking meat shields. It's
so you mad because the MC is like that and nobody else is?
Not necessarily, man. Like I have no gripes against Kenshi. I have no gripes against Kenshi. It's just all these other nobodies that's trying to follow up with Kenshi, but they're not at that level, and they're still trying to be in the way.
Yeah, bro. I
Like,
mean, look. Oh, go ahead.
nah, you go ahead.
Nah, I get it, man. I get it. And this is one of the reasons why Kenshin said he got to go to Kyoto by himself so he can take care of business and he don't need anybody else being with him because, for one, and two, he doesn't want to be vulnerable, and then two, he doesn't want to have to try to protect them while he's trying to go all out fighting. We get it. That that's the MC way, bro. Most MCs are not gonna be with people, man, who are like that either. You might have one or two, right? But you're not gonna have like a gang of people that's like really like that in the show, man. But what I will say is that the villains, in Rurouni Kenshin, they are coming into the light as being like that, bro. Um,
Yes,
we've already seen him fight one of the 10 swords, bro, and it didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go, right? Um,
yeah,
Motherfucking Kitchen's out here training right now to fully unlock the what is it, hidden Mitsurugi, uh whatever that art style is, for what he
yeah.
already has. But he's trying to unlock it 100% because he wasn't taught everything. Like he knows he has to get better. I always appreciate that about the MCs when they do that. So, um, you know, I I don't see what you're saying as a bad point for Rurouni Kenshin. Yes, is it fuck everybody else? However, these villains coming into play, bro, they're coming, dog, and there's nothing that nobody else can do about it except for Kenshin, and I'll fuck with that.
I mean,
And
that's cool, bro. I was like, what?
I was gonna say, and we don't know if his trainer is gonna come into the loop with it as well, right? Like it only makes sense for his master not to let Kyoto burn to the fucking ground. Like you know what I'm saying? Um, so you gotta take that in consideration. Also, the head spy for the Obi Wan group, he was nice. He was nice, or so I mean, you got some supporting characters in there, man, who are up to par. But these villains right now, bro, they're showing their dominance.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say he was up to par, but it
I
was a
mean,
good fight though.
bro, he trained with the original leader of the Obi Wan group, bro. Like he was like the right hand guy. Like he was like that. All I'm saying is that you're seeing these supporting characters around Kenshin who, at some point or in some capacity, had skills that were, you know, to be reckoned with, right? Now, I'm not saying everybody's on the same level as Kenshin, but damn dog, like he's the MC, man. What do you want? And I'm just glad that they're building up his enemies to be the same, right? Like this isn't like season one when, you know, the Obi Wan group was being led by, a capitalist, right? Like, just some, regular guy, and he was controlling everything because he had money and power.
Yeah,
No, the guys that fucking Kenshin are going against right now are like that in martial arts, in swords. You know what I'm saying? Fucking the next Batosai is like that. Shinsui, he's like that. That's what I'm saying. They're building them up right now. Can the supporting characters, lead into getting built up too? Hopefully so. I don't know. I haven't read the manga. I hope that they do though.
I mean, you know they're not, man. I was mad when
You don't know that.
Sanosuke. I mean, you're not wrong, but I do. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, Sanosuke's about to come through with some ass pull. More than likely, he's going to end up fighting the same dude that taught him the double hit. I'll be surprised if that's not the next person he fucking fights. Highly surprised.
If he does, so fucking what, bro? He's gonna beat him and go on to the next.
It's gonna be just like when he beat the dude from the old clan. You know he lost that shit. He was beat up against the wall, and then all of a sudden now his head is stronger than dude's fucking fist, and he catches him with one fucking headbutt going down the stairs, and he was out. Sanosuke took multiple hits that fucking whole fight, but that one headbutt going down the stairs, it was just enough to knock him out and get him to
Yeah,
win. Nah,
yeah,
all his fights have been straight ass pulls, man.
yeah. Shout out Sanosuke, man. Hey, look, man. You got Sanosuke. You got the cop dude. Hold up. Let me see if I can find his name. Uh,
Sajo, Sajo.
Sato, Sato.
Oh, is it Sato? Yeah, it's Sato. Yeah, Sato. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Sanosuke, Sato, bro. Hey, Sato like that. He beat us.
Yes.
Sanosuke. Like we know he like that, bro. You know what I mean? But
I mean, it was no contest. Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying, man. We don't know what these supporting characters are gonna do. When the shit hits the fan. I just hope that it's all good. Like I really do. I hope that they bring up their powers and they bring up their skills and shit to where Kenshin's gonna get his at. Cause I mean, bro, even in this last episode, bro, we seen that Sanosuke is like he's not with this shit. Like he punched that fucking jail cell. Like get the fuck out of here, dog. Like I'm ready for that rematch, Desaito. So, bro, he like that, man.
But that's just
We
that's
know,
just his character though. He was like
yeah,
that the first time they got his ass beat.
but nah, he's really like that. No, like we seen that he knows a good technique. He's like that, dog.
He knew a good technique when he was fighting Kenshi with his own part toe, and he still got his ass beat then too.
Hey, that's wild too. I wish he would have kept that shit for real.
Me too. I really wish he would have. Like, I don't see why he got rid of it. Like, that was
I don't know.
man, man.
He just he just want to squabble up on everybody, bro. Like, yo, put your dukes up,
Coming
which
through with
is
that
crazy.
Kendrick Lamar energy.
I guess, bro. Which is crazy, man, because in the world of everybody carrying katanas and shit, like he's just bare knuckled up, like let's go. Um, but anyway, man, I'm gonna give Kill Disturbance episode 14. I'm gonna give that one a oh no, solid 7 out of 10, man. I didn't have any issues with it. It moved the plot, but it wasn't a lot of fighting in it. We got to see Sato question one of the 10 swordsmen, the dude with the broom hair. Um,
Oh shit, yeah.
yeah, so we got to see that. We got a little bit more information, a little bit more motive of why Shinsui is doing what he's doing in Kyoto, as far as wanting to bring that shit down. So that was very interesting too. I'm giving it a solid 7, man. Good episode. I fuck with Rurouni Kenshin. Fucks with it.
I'm glad you brought that. I forgot about that. So, because it's funny when they had that scene go through too. Because when you see Sato and Sanosuke leave out the that prison cell that Cho was in,
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
said I'm
hey,
coming too.
yeah, I was like, did anybody close the door? And then I just see his fucking hair go across. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that
It's like
shit was a
I
little
forgot what he
weird.
said. Yeah, so I guess in a way, if what Sanosuke said was true about why Cho was being the way he was, like, hey, I'm gonna just stay here. I don't need to go back. If he already thinks that he's gonna get killed by Susui, I say Susio, however the fuck you say his name. If he thinks he's gonna get killed by him, I wonder if he would kind of change the ties, and then the final team would be like Kenshi, Sato, Sanosuke, and Cho. Yeah, because I was hoping that Ayoshi, I was hoping that he was gonna be part of that team too. But I like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
change of character is fucking wild. Is that just me?
Nah, bro. I mean, he got a bloodlust for Kenshin, bro. I mean, and rightfully so. He took out his whole fucking squad, and then he beat
He,
his ass, bro.
he didn't though. He didn't take out his whole squad.
I mean, he didn't single handedly do it, but he got through his squad, and then he took the leader out, bro. Um, in some places they call that shit dishonor. So he got to get his honor back, man, by any means
Yeah,
necessary.
yeah, that's just wild. Like, granted, like ain't like we got like hella screen time with him on screen, but like I feel like that's just like a wild ass like character change, man.
Fuck you,
Like I
old
didn't know.
man. I'm gonna kill Kenshin.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Because you was with the whole family and friends is like my priority when they
Yeah,
died because you took time to bury them properly and kill people that fucking littered on top and well they was fucking vandalizing the fuck out of the fucking grave. You took care of them, but now like just because you try to get back attention, you killing the people that you came up with from the dirt. Like what the fuck is going on, bro? Like
fuck you, old
yo,
man.
like man, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that, man. Don't like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Nah, nah.
granted,
I
dude's
mean,
still alive, but
you don't have any thoughts about that?
about him still being alive.
Yeah, you don't have any thoughts about him still being alive, Dap?
I'm not gonna lie. I was mentally after the fight was done. I did leave him for dead. I didn't think it was gonna be like, yeah, old girl. I mean, old girl was there, stopped the bleeding. They was able to get the doctor there. Whatever. I don't feel like he's gonna be any importance to the story from here on out. I highly doubt he's about to pop up with fucking Kenshi and the rest of the gang and be like, I only have one technique left to help you guys save Kyoto. Like he's out.
Oh, oh, oh. But you're okay with her? I mean, with him still surviving though. You okay with dude not dying?
Again, you had old girl there to perform aid before a doctor was able to get there. It's not like somebody sliced you up in the middle of combat and you got left on the ground. Everybody's like, all right, we don't fucked him up. Let's go to the real threat. Charge. And then somehow he pops up later on in the fucking suit talking about something. "I- I've been waiting for this day since the day you defeated me. And you left me on the ground." Nothing. That's ass movies.
Um, you good over there, bro? All right.
I'm actually hear you.
Yeah, but it sounded like it was a hurricane over there when you drop your earbud. But nah, man, I only brought that
Oh,
up because I only brought that up, man, because you talk mad shit about fucking Momo. Hey, shout out Momo from Bleach, man.
hmm?
Momo survived, bro. She survived too. And you be like, oh, how is she still alive? Like, bro, Momo survived too, man. People survive in animes, dog. Give that shit up,
I'm,
man.
hey, if you
Just
gonna
give it
use
up.
bleach, if you gonna use bleach and try to talk about people that survived, you better hold up all your fingers and toes and start counting all the characters. You ain't mad that Momo survived, Grimjaw survived, Yin
Yeah,
survived. There's a shit ton of characters that shouldn't have survived because they were exterminated by the big bad. Man, nah, get
man.
out here.
Hey, shout out Bleach, man. It's all Bleach. J Sama, all Bleach. I might have to change that. I might have to change that since we're not reviewing it anymore. But yeah. Oh,
Shit.
did you give your rating on episode 14, Kyoto Disturbance, Rurouni Kenshin?
I'll go with seven. I'll go with seven.
That's solid, man. That's solid. This episode wasn't bad at all, actually. And as a matter of
Nah,
fact, we haven't really been talking about Kyoto Disturbance, but
nope.
a good chunk of it has been heat. It's been good. Can't even argue the fact that uh, maybe like one or two, maybe like three episodes is okay, but it's been keep. I've been very interested and invested in what's going on in season two. So,
Yep.
what are you looking forward to, man? Seeing in the next episode?
I mean, I guess right now, man, we about to see. Nah, that probably won't be next. I was about to say Ayoshi versus Kenshi, but I feel like he's probably gonna be like the last guy before Kenshi goes against Shishio. But damn, I'm honestly not sure, man. I know one of the 10 swordsmen. I forgot what it's called.
What?
I know
What
one
do
of
you
them
mean?
about to come up. Hmm?
Which one?
I forgot the name of it. Was like 10 the 10 great swords,
Yeah,
10
nah,
something.
nah. The 10 swords.
Oh, that's what it was. Just 10 swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what Sato, Cho, and Sanosuke going to do. I'm hoping that turns into like a three-way brawl against three of the other 10 swordsmen, or if they just end up fighting one of them. I think that'd be a pretty good fight, and then a change of pace too, because we don't have too many fights where it's multiple people fighting at one time. It's usually a one-on-one for most of the fights that we've seen so far in Kenshi. So that definitely be a change of pace if they do that.
Okay. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
man, I'm just ready for Kenshin to start throwing down, bro. That's all I'm ready for, man. I'm ready for him to finish his training. I want to see that montage. I want to see him, learn the full hidden Mr. Rugi. I'm also ready to see the supporting actors get busy against the main villains. And I really want to see Shinsui actually like swing that sword of his, bro. Like I want to see, what Kenshin is really up against. I love how they still moving the plot. Even some of the players that's in the 10 swords. Like they just introduced a guy who was blind, but he was
Yep.
nice or whatever, and that's the only guy that Shinsui actually was looking out for. Like this motherfucker's a loose cannon, just killing soldiers or whatever. Um, I'm interested in seeing how that dynamic plans out. Could be somebody that switches sides or something. Seeing how uh Choi was it Choi the broom hair guy,
Yep.
seeing like how he potentially could be on another side as well. So that's what I'm looking forward to, man. Ronnie Kitchen is like that. I fucks with it heavy.
I forgot all about that because isn't that blonde dude? Isn't he supposed to be going after Kenshi right now?
Yeah, Yeah, he just put him on his list.
So I wonder if we'll see Kenshi and his master go against him then.
Fire. But he's also gonna kill Shinsui too. Like that was the agreement. Anytime he seen an
Yeah.
opening, he was gonna attack. I was like, damn, that shit
Yeah.
shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? Since I mean Shinsui was the dude who cut out his eyes, so you
Yeah.
got that going against you too. Um,
Yeah.
but to wrap this episode up, this has been another episode of Where's My Anime. I'm your boy Jay Simon. This is my boy Dap. This is episode 10. We did it. We've done it. Thank you to all the fans out there. Thank you to everybody who commented. Thank you for everybody who just liked and subscribed to the channel. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, Instagram for only an hour tonight. Ran over 35 minutes, but um, please subscribe to the channel. The link will be below. Dap, if you got anything else you wanted to say.
Uh, not that you already didn't say, man. For those that view, thank you for viewing. Thank you for being with us for 10 episodes. If you have been
Yeah,
with us for 10 episodes, if not,
yeah,
still, thank you for being here for 8 episodes.
yeah.
Stay for plenty more.
Yeah, hey, and if y'all just looking out there, man, drop a comment. If y'all got something y'all want to
Yeah.
say, drop a comment, man. We're willing to talk about it for sure. I know y'all gonna disagree with that. You gonna agree with me? Still drop the comment. It's all good.
But I know one thing everybody will agree. Oh, I will degree. The hell's a degree?
Yeah.
Something everybody will agree on, man. What's that fire on your hoodie, man? What's that, man?
Oh, that's that. Where's my anime? Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Stand up,
Yeah.
man. Give it a little display, man. No dig.
Nah. Nah. Nah, man. I got some question marks up here too. You probably can't see it.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you stood up, we could.
Nah, bro. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing
Damn,
that.
bro. You did this how you do it like how you did an online interview. You just got the jacket and you just got the button down and the tie. You ain't got no pants on.
Hey, with that being
Oh
said,
man.
man, we gonna close it. We gonna close out. We ain't talking about Dan today and tonight. Well, we gonna close. We gonna close
No,
it out.
ain't had nothing.
I appreciate
But
everybody
anyway,
for watching, for viewing. This has been another great episode. Appreciate you guys, and y'all be safe out there for sure. Until another episode.
peace.